Good morning. It is the 4th of June, 2025, and it's Operation Day, and it's 4:45 in the morning. Let's get ready and go to the hospital. Oh my god, this is my better. You know my better. You be good girl. I love you lots. Oh, I'm gonna miss my Bella. Yes, I am. You be good. Okay? I shall see you soon, and that's it for me. It's time to go meet my sister, who's taking me to the hospital, so let's go. Well, I didn't sleep very well at all last night. I'm not nervous at all. Well, I don't think I am. But I didn't sleep at all. My sister is picking me up. In fact, here is my sister right now. How's that for timing? Hello, my sister. There we go. And let's get to the hospital. She'll say, why are you on the camera at some stupid time in the morning? Good morning. I didn't sleep, but yeah.
I can imagine.
Oh my god. There we go. Thank you very much.
Nice. Alright, take care.
See you on the see you on the dark side. I think I'm going in the ICU after the operation, so I don't know when I will message you, but I'll message you.
Alright.
Alright. See ya.
Okay, take care.
See ya. Alright. Let's do this. See you later. Thank you. Shell's Garden Day. Entrance. This is ours. We need to find our letter. So we'll come back later. Okay, so here we go. I've got my paperwork, and we're going to go to the Blue Nurse, which apparently is down here somewhere. Oh yes, I saw the sign. Did you see the sign? I saw the sign. I just want a coffee. It's way too early. Nice bit of artwork. Oh, Blue Lifts, there we go. We're going up to the first floor. Boom. What's on the first floor? There we nuclear medicine and WA pet service. Oh, well, there we go.
Yeah, so that's not like, okay. Have we done a bio? I guess I can come over and do bio and all that then. Yeah, 53 somewhere. Sure. Cheers. Bye.
First floor.
This is what we're looking for, the short stay unit. That's a good sign that it's the short stay unit, isn't it? Hope it's not the short stay on the planet Earth unit. Short stay means overnight. So operation today, stay overnight, get sent home tomorrow, hopefully. Here we are, short stay unit. Good. Well, here we are in the room. Just seen the anesthesiologist, who will be back a little bit later on. They're going to test my blood in a minute to make sure it's nice and thin. My aneurysm operation, and we're slowly getting there. Slowly, he says. It's going to be a long day, I think. Especially before they put me to sleep. But oh well. Well, here I am. I've got the cannula in my arm, and just outside this door here is my bed. I'm about to have my operation, about to be put to sleep, so I've got a cool set of socks ready for my operation, and the, oh my god, if you die, we've tagged you, tag. Because that's what they do, see? If you die in an operation, you go in the morgue, they put you like head first, and that's like where the door is, and they pull you out, and tag is down there, so that's what that is. It's a true story. But I'm the last one ready to go in for the operation, so I won't be able to show you them putting me to sleep because I've got to pack the phone away. They're going to take my phone upstairs, but hopefully it'll be soon, because I want to go to sleep. I want it done. I want a coffee. I'm tired. I'm not nervous. I'm not scared. But I get bored. And I'm bored. So here I am after the operation. My arm is caning, but apart from that, I survived. So there. I'm just waiting for my coffee. I need a coffee. Well, it's been a few hours since my operation. You wouldn't believe, a few hours, and I'm already like this, somewhat recovered as such. They've done a fantastic job. You wouldn't believe that I've gone through major brain surgery, would you? How technology has changed with all these doctors and specialists. It's also very hard to believe that they did the operation through the artery in my arm, and they've cleaned it up now. You can see some pictures on the screen of what it looked like when I came out of the operation, but now, if you have a look, see that little pin prick? Well, it's a little bit bigger than a pin prick, but that's where they operated on my brain. They went all the way up there with the stint and everything, all the way up into the brain, and absolutely amazing. So, the arm's a little bit sore, the throat's sore, because they had some pipes and bits and pieces down there. The head's a little bit sore, but I think that's from dehydration more than anything, so I'm on the water. And apart from that, I'm on these cables and wires until tomorrow morning, at which point, if I'm a good boy, I should be able to go home. So just a reminder again that 500,000 people every year die of a brain aneurysm, and they give no symptoms and no pain. As such, you don't even know that you've got one until it's potentially too late. And you can check whether or not you have an aneurysm with a simple 1 minute CT scan. Now, a CT scan, you don't need any needles. A CT scan is not painful whatsoever, and it literally takes just 1 minute to do. All you got to do is go to your doctor and say you want a CT scan to check for brain aneurysms. Everybody should do it, especially if you're Japanese, because Japanese are twice as likely to have a brain aneurysm. Anyway, I'll keep you updated in the coming days, no doubt, but until then, I'm going to watch some Netflix, drink some water, and annoy the nurses. It's home day, 1 day after an operation. Can you believe it? And 1 day after an operation on the brain. the head feels fine. It's just the wrists that's sore, like literally. Where they operated just here, that's the only sore bit. They're about to wheel me downstairs. That's where it's up by my sister. Get taken home, have a shower, go to bed. That's what I'm going to do. Technology in medicine is just amazing. The nurses here have been sensational. I usually speak very highly of nurses and doctors anyway. They're the most amazing people on the planet Earth. You know that. I know that. But the nurses in this particular ward went above and beyond. They are just extraordinary. Anyway, now wait for my wheelchair. Let's look at YouTube while we wait. Okay, last step of the process. We're sitting in the room that you now wait to be discharged. Well, basically I've been discharged. I'm out of the ward now. I'm just waiting for my medication. They used to do it in the ward in the old days, but now they clear out the ward and get you to sit in this room while they just get your medication and paperwork together so that they can put somebody else into your bed. It's kind of quiet in here, somewhat boring. It can get busy, as you see with all the numbers. I was in here just the other day. In fact, they got reclining massage chairs if you want them, tea, coffee, food. You can ask for whatever you want in here. But it does get really boring. You can wait a long time in here. I waited in here the other day, I think 4.5 hours. They still didn't give me my medication. So I gave up in the end and I just said to them, I'm going. But anyway, I think they'll be a bit quicker today. I can't wait to get home and have a shower. Have some coffee, have a sleep. Shower, coffee, sleep. They're the priorities. Well, it looks like not a bad day. Well, I mean, it's overcast, but it's looking prettier out here than in there.
We are finally out. Woohoo! We've got our medicine. We've got our telephone. Now we wait for the sister.
So there you go, that was a video of the time that I had in hospital for my brain aneurysm surgery, and it's hard to believe that science has moved on so much that just one day after major brain surgery I'm outside enjoying sun, drinking coffee and pretty much normal. I've got to thank the team at NISWA for everything they did for me, and if you want to learn a little bit more about NISWA and what they do, check out our website at NipponPulse.org. Now if you're wondering what they did to me, they operated through my arm up into my brain and they put a stent in my artery, basically starving the aneurysm. So the aneurysm is still there, it's still getting a little bit of blood in it, but if it goes bang, it's not going to kill me anymore. And it's bypassing the blood. The aneurysm is basically choking itself. Over the next 6 months, it's going to empty itself, clot itself off, and slowly disappear. Now, did you know over 500,000 people every year die of a brain aneurysm? There's no symptoms for it, you don't even know you've got one, and it can simply give you a stroke or take your life. And they're quite easy to find from a simple check at your local GP. Just simply go in there and ask your GP to give you a CT scan. There's no needles involved, it's not painful, and it takes about 30 seconds. A CT scan, if you don't know, is pretty much like a little x-ray machine. You lay down, they turn it on, they take a couple of pictures, and that's it, but it could save your life. I'm encouraging each and every one of you to go out there and arrange a CT scan. Anyway, it's a new life for me. I feel a lot stronger. And now for something different.
Yes, starting July 2025, I am alive! I kind of knew I was going to be alive because I have full faith in the doctors and surgeons. I always have. I mean, they're just freaking amazing, aren't they? To think that you can put a hole in somebody's arm and operate on their brain just absolutely amazes me. The only thing that's kind of wrong with me now, I have a little bit of an eye strain, but I don't know if that's caused from the operation or not. Could be a little bit of dehydration, I don't know. But really the only thing that's still going on with me is I've got I don't know if you could see it, a skin colour bandage on my arm where they went into the artery, basically. I've got to keep that on for 5 days to make sure that the artery stays closed, and that's about it, really. I'm going to be on medication for a little while to keep my blood nice and thin, so I've got to be careful to make sure I don't bang myself, especially bang my head, because the last thing I want is to have a bleed. And I've got to not drive for 5 days because even though I can drive, they just don't want me to do any emergency stops, because if you do any quick emergency stops, it could theoretically rip what's going on in there. Russell mentioned to me in the live chat now, how's my vision? The same, exactly the same, because it's going to take about 6 months for the aneurysm to empty itself out. A lot of blood going on in there. My aneurysm was huge. And as you could see in the graphic there, I didn't want to answer him in the chat because I knew that it was coming up in the graphic. Once the stent is in there, the aneurysm will slowly drain and slowly take the pressure off the eyes. My eyes will never be perfect. I was born with a birth defect with my vision, but it'll take some of that double vision away. However, automatically that they put the stent in, because the blood's not pumping into the aneurysm, it has taken a lot of pressure out of my head. And I've got to say, for like as long as I can remember, I don't know how long I can remember, it felt like I could feel my brain in my head, and I thought it was normal to feel something going on in your head there, like you had an object in your head. I don't feel an object in my head now, which is strange. So my head feels a lot lighter, crazy light, ridiculously light. So, it's going to take some weeks to fully recover, he says, even though I'm up and about and doing my thing. It's just going to take some time to get on top of it all. But I'm guessing I'm going to feel better and better as we go along. Again, the statistic, 500,000, Russell again asked if that worldwide. Yes, that is, and that may not seem a lot, but a couple of things to keep in mind here, that 500,000, one of them could be you. It was me, like how weird that it was me, and it could be you. So you just simply don't know, and aneurysms cause no pain. The pain I was feeling was caused by a completely different medical condition. In fact, if it wasn't for the other medical condition, I wouldn't have found the aneurysm, at which point the aneurysm would have killed me. My aneurysm was such of a size that it would have killed me. It wouldn't have given me a stroke or that. It would have literally killed me. And aneurysms cause no pain, no warning signs. They literally just go bang. And all you can do to stop one of these things from happening, from going bang, is going to go get a check. And 99.99999% of you will go get a check and be told, you don't have one, you're perfectly fine. So why not go get a check? In fact, one of my Japanese friends, as soon as I posted it the other day on Instagram and said, look, go get a check, he went straight to his doctor, he got the check straight away, and he came back clear. So that's how quick it is. No needles, nothing like that. It's a basic CT scan, and it just shows if anything's going wrong. And if you are Japanese, quite weird, isn't it, that we run a Japanese channel? You are twice as likely to get a aneurysm to anybody else on the planet Earth. So I encourage all of you, next time you go to the doctor, you don't have to rush. I don't expect you to run to your doctor tomorrow, but next time you go to the doctor with a flu or your latest shot or your yearly checkup, whatever you do, just say to him, hey, look, had an aneurysm, can I have the check? It's as simple as that, and I encourage you all to do it. It's one of those medical conditions that literally people don't get checked for, and it's one of those medical conditions which the doctor will not check you for either. The hospital didn't even check it on me when I went into the different hospital, if you've been following this for a period of time. they did my blood test, but aneurysms don't show up on the blood test. It was only me that jumped up and down and said, I want the CT scan, which discovered the aneurysm. So please, I encourage you all, next time you go to the doctor, just say, hey, can I have a CT scan? I want to check if I've got an aneurysm. And as I say, if you're one of the 99.9% of people that don't have it, you're being checked and all is good. But if you are that very, very small percent that has got it, they can nib it in a bud straight away. You've seen what they do to me. One day, a little hole in the arm, bang, fixed, done. And in some occasions, they don't even need to operate on you. It's just mine was extremely large and at the point of killing me, so that's why they had to operate. But if they do find an aneurysm and it's small, or depending on where it is, they can treat it with medication and all sorts of stuff these days. So please do go get checked. Let's have a look at some of these. Those surgeons are brilliant. They're the best. No drone for you. Why no drone for you? You're on blood meds. PayPal, yes, I've got the PayPal link down here. I've had an interesting few days. If anybody wants to buy me a coffee or that, it would be greatly appreciated. Misha, Marsha, Follow the Sun, whatever you want to call her, contributed while I was in hospital. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Russell contribute well. So these people have been great. I think Ivan's bought me a coffee in my period of time on YouTube and that as well. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, it would be greatly appreciated. And you could do it at the PayPal thing. It would be greatly appreciated because you might have seen a little clip at the end there of something that's going on. And I'm going to explain that to you in this live stream as well, because you might have been thinking what is going on, or you might have seen it and gone, oh, well, we figured that one out. Tori, hi. You look good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Every time I come out of hospital, I always feel better than what I look. Tomorrow I'll look in the mirror and I'll look like a decrepit old man again. But today I feel good, I have to say. You had a CT scan a few years ago, and you don't have to have them like all the time as well. Like these aneurysms, they're slow growing things. My aneurysm, it had been in my head for quite a long period of time to get to the size it was. So that's a scary thing. It could have popped at any time. And that was a bit that really scared me with this all. The operation never scared me at all. It was getting to the operation, because until I got to the operation, at any time I could have died from this bloody thing. This bloody thing could have just simply burst or leaked or whatever and just taken me. So that was a scary bit. I knew the second that I was in hospital and these surgeons were dealing with me that they knew what they were doing and I was going to be fine. And as you see, I was. Again, it just I can't operate Google Maps. I don't know. Can you operate Google? I can't operate Google friggin' Maps. They can get to my brain through my friggin' arm. What the hell? These people are just amazing, beyond amazing. And if you want to know more about NISWA, they're the team that operated on me, then do check out the website NipponPulse.org, because I put a story up there today about NISWA. And the NISWA team, in fact, are one of the best teams in the world, and they operate out of Perth. And I'm not just saying that, that's fact. They're one of the groundbreaking neurological teams in the world operating out of Perth. So NipponPulse.org, posted a story there today. Go have a look, have a little read. There's some pictures on there about them, and they're frigging brilliant people. Are CT scans bulk billed? Yes, they are. CT scans are bulk billed. They certainly are. So go get yourself a CT scan. Absolutely they are. Everything with you is extremely large, I hear. Yes. That's why they didn't give me a catheter, because they didn't have enough wire. Ha! I didn't need a catheter. That was good. It's funny, because if they couldn't go in your arm, or if there was a problem, then they'd go in your groin, which they didn't, luckily. But the guy next door to me, You all think I'm whingers. I am the best patient in hospital. They loved me. I was comedy gold in there. The nurses loved me. The guy next door to me, he was the hell patient, I tell you. He was whinging and moaning and complaining. I was having a little giggle because all sorts of stuff. They were really looking after me, you know. They were coming in asking about YouTube and taking photos, the photos that you might have seen of me in the hospital bed, and I wasn't smiling, thank you very much. Mad Hatter was going, was it Mad Hatter or somebody was saying, he's smiling in the picture, they must have given him happy. I was not smiling. It must have been the mask that made it look like I wasn't smiling. But anyway, the nurse took the photo. The guy next door to me, he was whinging and moaning and complaining. So they gave him the catheter. Yes. I thought, yes, you deserve that. You deserve that catheter for being a bastard. The scary thing is there's no symptoms. That's the thing. There is no symptoms. And I thought that the symptoms I was getting was because of the aneurysm. Because it was so large, I thought that it was causing the pain in my head and that, but it wasn't. Luckily, I had something else going on in my head, which was causing the pain and the pressure and all that sort of stuff, which then made me panic, which then made me demand the test, which then found the aneurysm. But an aneurysm is a silent killer, everybody. It's an absolute silent killer. You don't know you have them, and they can just go bang. And this is when people have strokes, for example. They are a serious thing, and you should get checked. Everybody should get checked, and again, it is a scan. No needles, nothing, right? It's just a scan. You lay down for 30 seconds. It's all really cruisy. It's all really, really easy. So please go get a scan. Or just even chat to your doctor. Your doctor may think you may not even need a scan. He might go, no, you don't show any of the warning signs or whatever. Just literally just mention it to your doctor. You used to have epilepsy, so your brain, you had your brain scanned all the time. I've had so many scans throughout my life. That's one thing I've got to say about me. If anything, I went to a bad doctor for a few years, and he made me believe a lot of things about my health which wasn't true. I've just left him recently, so my health did deteriorate. My health went on the wrong path. But before then and now, it kind of like clicked back into Mark's logic when I demanded the scan for my aneurysm. Before then, I just knew something was not right with my body. So like with my aneurysm, for example, I just knew something wasn't right. I couldn't explain what that thing was that wasn't right. It just something wasn't right in me, you know? And again, it doesn't have to be pain. It's just like something's just not right. You know your body and you got to listen to it. And you ask the doctors for the tests that you want. You have the right to whatever tests you want. Ask for them. And again, blood tests, if the doctor goes, oh, you think you got an aneurysm, we'll give you a blood test. Blood tests don't pick out aneurysms. You need to have at least a CT scan. And then if the CT scan shows something, the next step is a CT scan with dye. That is where you do need a needle, but they inject some dye into you, which makes a CT scan look a little bit different. And then if it does show something, then you go on to the MRI scan. So I had all of these scans. The MRI scan is a more, the one where you're sort of like in a bubble for 20 minutes and they do a more detailed scan of you. So I had a bunch of different scans, but quite simply, the initial CT scan is the one that can sort of go, oh yeah, no, we don't need any further investigation, so please do that. Did you get a sponge bath? No, because I was only in there one bloody day. That's all. Your doctor was one of the best neurologists in Australia. Got some great neurologists in Australia, I tell you. Fantastic. And this NISWA team are the best of the best. And I'm not just saying that. Like, read up on them, study them. They are the best of the best. And even though they operate out of the hospital I went to, they're kind of like independent as such. And the money and funding and technology and that they're doing there is just groundbreaking. It's recognized all around the world. They're fantastic. So what can I say? My life has been saved. Some of you will be happy, some of you won't. And I even saw Tokyo Drew in the waiting area, which I did, and Russell saw the photo. Thank you very much. So, just saying. Yeah. But the only thing that is really weird is having this bandage on my arm. If I can show you. So, if I can tell my arm properly, see that little wound? That's where they went in. That's where they went into my brain. Bella must be happy to see you home. Bella was ecstatic when I came home, and she's been a very good nurse, I've got to say. Silent but deadly. So please make sure you get the scan. And tell all your friends too as well. Say to all your friends, get the scan, get the scan, get the scan. And if you've got any Japanese friends, really stop you from having a stroke. And nobody wants to have a stroke, do they? It looks like Glad Wrap, yeah, and it's as bloody as tight as Glad Wrap on the arm as well. But one thing you don't want to open up is a frigging main artery. So you might have seen that really gross photo, which I thought was pretty cool, of all the blood on my arm and that weird thing on my arm. I thought that was a cool photo. It looks very horror movie. Love it. So that was actually a pressure bandage that they had to slowly release over many, many, many hours. So it was like a balloon inside of a bracelet because my artery was still open at that stage. So it was pressurizing my artery. So yeah, pretty cool photo. But now this has got to be on for 5 days. Just to make sure it's all completely sealed. And the only other thing is I've got to be on blood thinners for 6 months. So I've got to be careful the next 6 months. I've got to be careful not to cut myself or bang myself because I will bleed. If I bang my head, I have to, go to the hospital just to be sure because I can bleed. In 6 months' time, or in 3 months' time, and then in 6 months' time, they scan me again. 3 months, they just scan me to make sure everything's looking good. 6 months, they scan me just to make sure the aneurysm is completely gone. Again, it won't cause me any fatal problems now or strokes or anything like that. It will literally just be slowly draining itself over the next 6 months. So they just keep an eye on it to make sure that it's doing its thing. So that's what's going to be happening over the next 6 months. One of your friends suffers with migraines. He never had a scan. We'll see. It was a migraine that sent me to getting the scan for the aneurysm, but the migraines I was having has nothing to do with the aneurysm. The migraines that I have is a completely different medical condition, which they're now treating as well. So the two things completely different, but the migraine was the thing that, so the migraines I'm having is something completely different, but if I didn't have the migraines, they wouldn't have found the aneurysm. Doing so much better. I mean, I'm feeling a bit nauseous. I'm feeling a bit at the moment, but that's about it, really. Last night I did feel a bit, I felt sick last night, but that was because my sleeping pattern was out. I was pretty dehydrated, I'd just come out of major surgery. All the medications they had me on were starting to wear off. I'm not allowed to be on Panadols or that, not because of the aneurysm, but because of the migraine thing that was mentioned. Paracetamol is one of the problems. So they've said to me I can't have paracetamol now. They're dealing with the two things at once at the moment. And so if they can get rid of the migraines, I'll be a new man. But my head feels 80% lighter today to what it did before the operation. Before the operation, it felt like I had a balloon in my head and I could feel everything in my head. So it feels strange to feel an emptiness in my head now. It feels very, very strange. And I do feel a lot happier and less grumpier, he says. So after the op, did I crave anything? No, I felt really nauseous. I still feel really nauseous after coming out of hospital. I'm hoping that'll settle down over the next few days. Not really. I feel a bit odds of sorts, but again, I think that's more of the migraine and the dehydration rather than the actual surgery. The surgery I don't feel icky from at all, apart from just here, literally. How long was the surgery? Don't know, was asleep. I'm guessing anywhere from 1 hour to 3 hours at a guess. They said it was straightforward, quite easy. They said there was no complications with my surgery. If there was, they would have had to go through the groin. They got the stent in pretty quick, and there was no concern. So, unlike the guy next door to me, in the bed next door to me, because he had a aneurysm operation as well, there seemed to be more complications with him. But I think there were more complications with him because of his living conditions. Like, for example, he was a smoker. So I think that posed a problem. He was also being an awkward patient. I think he was not as active. I don't think he was much older than me. At a guess, I don't think he was much older than me. But I'm not the most active person. I certainly don't go to the gym. I don't go running. I don't ride bikes in this. I got a belly myself. I eat junk food in this. I think that if you stay somewhat active, it does help. And again, he was smoking, which is not a good thing. He might have had diabetes, maybe. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But they had to give him they had to operate through his groin. They had to give him a catheter, which I didn't need. So, I think he had more problems than I had, you know what I mean? But again, it comes down to, and this is where I've always been lucky, apart from with the aneurysm, which had been going for a long time, got to the stage where it was critical that it could have killed me. Normally in the past, before I started going to this other doctor, I was always so on top of my health that if anything was wrong, I would go to my previous doctor, who is now retired. That's why I stopped going to him. And he'd always say to me, wow, you always catch things so early. We get them so early. We get them fixed before they cause you any problems. So I guess I was always lucky like that. If anything, if this process has done anything, it's allowed me to catch up on those many years that I've gone to a very bad doctor, because throughout this process, they've checked everything. That brought me up to date again, because with the migraines I was having and the other pains and everything, they've had to explore and figure out what the hell is going on in my body. So I've had my liver checked and my kidneys checked, and do I have diabetes, circulation, veins? They've checked everything from top to tail, and literally come up with the two issues they've dealt with. One, the aneurysm they've dealt with, and the second issue we're dealing with at the moment. So yeah, it's a new dawn, it's a new life, and we love coffee. Yes, we do. And if you would like to buy me a coffee, you can do that at the PayPal. That's the PayPal link there, or you can scan that QR code, which is there, and you can buy me a coffee if you like. Now, you might have seen a little snippet at the end of that video. Feel free to talk. You can talk about anything. It doesn't have to be about me and my aneurysm. You can talk about anything you like. You might have seen a little snippet at the very end of it called Stronger, because we're stronger now. And we are going on a little trip, which is mainly going to be on the website, NipponPulse.org, not really on the YouTube, because again, I don't really do the YouTube-y thing anymore. And I've kind of tidied up the channel. All this aneurysm stuff's going to be deleted from the channel. It's going to be on the NipponPulse.org website. So that's why I got to join it. And we are going to North Korea. Yes, what kind of? Let me explain. So throughout the course of the aneurysm thing, one of the greatest people that has been so supportive of me, it's just been ridiculously crazy, was my old housemate, Victor. He's just been the most amazing person I have met in my life. He has just been so good. Hey V, and V's here as well, and V's been so good as well. When V comes here with VPWB, I always forget who V is, and then after she goes, then I remember who it was. So because Victor was so good, and he would ring me every night, and Victor's very religious. He'd pray for me, and he'd do all these wonderful things. Always supportive, always positive, always wonderful. He would call me in hospital. He would call me at home. He was just there 24/7. So I said to him before the operation, which he knew, which you didn't, that if I lived, that we would be going to Korea. Yes. So that's what's happening soon. In July, ladies and gentlemen, we will be going to Korea. So we're going to be doing 3 places in Korea. 1, 2, 3. And it'll be on the NipponPulse.org website. It won't be on the YouTube channel because the YouTube channel is about Japan and this is Korea. And even though the website is about Japan, I'm going to put it on there because why not? And we're going to be going to 3 places. Seoul, because it's a Seoul kind of feeling. Going to check out Seoul and some things that are going on in Seoul. Going to go to Busan, where Victor is. And I will say hello to Victor for you. I certainly will. And Victor will be staying with us in the hotel. We've already booked the hotel and all this sort of stuff. So we're going to be doing a heap of content with Victor. And you're going to see Victor if you're on the website. And we're going to be going to a load of places we've already arranged way before my operation. So that's going to be fabulous. But we are also going to the DMZ, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the DMZ. We will be crossing into North Korea. We will be. Just a little bit into North Korea, but we will be going into North Korea and getting some North Korean money and souvenirs and bits and pieces. You know those little blue buildings? We'll be going into those little blue buildings and, you know, going into the North Korea and all that sort of stuff. So we're going to be doing that. And that's going to be coming up in July on the NipponPulse.org website, not on this YouTube channel, because this YouTube channel is about Japan. So if you want to see Korea, and I've never been to Korea before, you need to check out the website, NipponPulse.org, O-R-G, not com, org. The link is in the description below. Then after that, we're going to go over to Japan. I don't know if it'll be on YouTube, but it'll certainly be on the NipponPulse.org website. And then in Japan, going to go to a couple of places and meet up with a couple of very good friends. And we're going to be going to the baseball in a couple of different cities. So going to be seeing the Fighters in Hokkaido. I'm going to be seeing the Giants in Tokyo. So that'll be good. Going to see a couple of baseball games. So that's going to be coming up in July also. And then to top it all off, I'm going to pop into Singapore. Just to pop into Singapore. I haven't been to Singapore for quite a long time. Just to check it out, to see what's going on in Singapore. That's what's going to happen. Just send you $10 for a coffee. Thank you very much, Ivan. Greatly appreciated, and I will enjoy the coffee. And seriously, if anybody does want to buy me a coffee, please do, because I can't work for the next week. Oh my God. So it is greatly appreciated. And then before I go away, because I'm not allowed to drive at the moment, and I got the new camera, and I don't know how to work the new camera, as you saw in the last video. I'm going to learn how to use this new little baby, and I'm going to just film a couple of things in Perth. There's a couple of new things in Perth I thought you might like to see. There's a new bridge, which I know doesn't sound exciting, but it's got like a light show on it. It shows like Aboriginal artworks and all this sort of stuff, and a few other things as well, the Swan View Tunnel and bits and pieces. So going to film that and put that on the Nippon Pulse website as well. So the Nippon Pulse website is going to have a lot of stuff on it in the coming weeks. And I'm going to be calling the series on the Nippon Pulse website Stronger, because I feel stronger, because I'm not going to die now, which I could if I got hit by the number 42 bus, but you know what I mean, like the aneurysm's not going to take me. So that's the itinerary. Korea, Singapore, Japan, and Australia. What size of coffee do you drink? Oh my God, Sam, if they had coffee the size of a petrol truck, I would drink it. I love coffee. The bigger the better. Hi, Tori. Maybe Korean coffee. I've never had Korean coffee before. What's Korean coffee like? I'll have to try. At least $20 a what, in Korea? $20 a coffee. Or are you saying to Sam, what sort of coffee do I like? I'll drink any coffee. It can be bad coffee. It can be good coffee. I even drank hospital coffee. And this is how good I treated the hospital staff compared to the other patient. You know, hospital coffee is like really, really bad. The nurses, they got me the good coffee. If you treat the nurses good, they go into their special room and they give you the good coffee. So I got the good coffee. So there we go. I think it's going to be an interesting little trip. I think Korea's going to be just amazing. I knew nothing about Korea at all. I knew Victor was from there, but I never looked into it. I never planned on going there. It was only when I got sick and Victor started to call me every day, and you know, I started to learn more about his city and everything that was there. I realized how beautiful the place was, and there was no question about it. I had to go there. And I said this to him really early on. I said, you know, after all of this is done, I'm coming over there, Victor, to give you the biggest hug on the planet Earth. As I say, before my operation, we even booked the hotel and everything, which I didn't want to tell you. So we'd already booked the hotel and booked to go over there. And they got bullet trains over there, Sam, so you get to see the bullet trains. We'll be catching the bullet train. And then I thought, well, while we're there, we've got to go to the DMZ. We've got to go into North Korea. We've got to see good old Kim. Say hello to him. All that sort of stuff. And I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. And then my friend in Japan who ended up getting a scan for aneurysms, because, again, Japanese people are twice as likely to get a brain aneurysm to anyone else on the planet. He's already done it. He went and got a scan straight away, and he came back clear, but he was so pleased to actually have learnt about it and gone to get the scan. I'll be going to the baseball game with him, and we're talking about maybe, depending on how funds go, getting our own shirts, you know, with our names and that on. We'll see how we go. Have you tried Luwak coffee? No, what's that one? Is that where the cow poos it out? Am I going to live stream from Korea? No, is the answer to that one. Because it's going to be on the website. It's going to be on the website, NipponPulse.org. If you've not been to the website, you need to start going to the website. Find it, bookmark it, start going to it. There will be videos there and vlogs or whatever you call them there. That's what's going to be there. And there will be quite a lot of videos, I think. So, you know, little videos and that. So do check that out. And if you haven't been to the website, please go there and have a look. I've uploaded a story today about Nizwa, so do check it out. But I thought, because we tidied up the YouTube channel, I didn't want to confuse you all again by making it a Japan channel and then all of a sudden sticking Korea stuff on here. So it will all be on the website instead. And then on the website as well, if we get a lot of people going to the website, and trust me, I'll know if we get people because it shows me the stats, we might have prizes or something to give away. But we can only do that if you tell people to go there, and people go there. If people don't go there, I'm giving nothing away. Absolutely not. So please, there we go. NipponPulse.org. It's that easy. And the link is in the YouTube videos as well. So encourage your friends and that to go there as well. If you like reading, there's some stuff to read there. It's not rocket science reading, because I don't know how to do rocket science writing, but there's also videos there as well. There will be no YouTube. The Japan stuff might go on YouTube, but the Korean stuff and the Singapore stuff and the Australian stuff won't be going on the YouTube. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So the Korean stuff is not Japan, so it will be on the website. The Singapore stuff is not Japan, so it'll be on the website. That's the way it's going to go. Over there. And no, I won't be live streaming at all, because that'll just do my head in. I'm going to just take this little camera, and I'm just going to and upload. That's all I'm going to do. Got a good there'll be videos on the website. That's exactly right. That's exactly how it's going to work, Sam. So you go to the website on the blog page. Like now, you go to the blogs, it'll have a subject, so it'll say, I don't know, food in Busan or whatever, and you'll go there and it'll have a little write-up, and it'll have video, and a little write-up, and a video, or it'll beach, or theme park, or North Korea, or whatever. So that's how it's going to work. Yeah, good there, Ben, good. I am not a ghost. I am here and I am alive, my friends. So if you watch the beginning of the stream later, there's a little video about it all. And yep, we are here. We're here. Thanks, Ben. YouTube is Japan and the website is everything else. Yes, that's right. So even though the website is also called Nippon Japan, I'm doing a series on the website called Stronger. That's what it is. So I can put it in the Stronger series. Stronger that we lived, stronger that we're going on a tour and going to places never been before. Going to meet Kim, have a cup of tea with Kim in North Korea, have a cup of tea with Victor in South Korea, have a cup of tea everywhere. I don't know. Oh my God. I am not a zombie. No. But yeah, I've got to say, Sam, this camera, there's going to be a lot of learning to this. It's completely different to the actual one. I thought I'd just turn it on, it would work, but it's a very different kettle of fish. Yes, I've got a lot of learning to do. So once I am allowed to go out and about, I've got to pretty much stay at home for a week. I can go out, but I don't want to. So after a week, I will go out and film a couple of things with this in Perth, which I'll upload to the NipponPulse.org website to show you a little bit of Perth while I get used to the camera. So, some of you from overseas might be interested in Perth and some things that are going on here. So, yeah. Say hi to Sai for you. Victor and I might do a rendition. We've already been talking about it with his roommates, because he lives at the university in a dorm situation. We've been actually talking about doing a rendition again, maybe for the website, of the not racist in his country, but very racist in our country version of the very popular Korean track Winner karaoke version when I meet up with him again. If you haven't seen that before with Victor and myself, bad luck. It's very good. Champion, sorry, not winner. Champion. Champion. Nigga, 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 nigga. Champion. Nigga, 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 nigga. It was very good. So we're already in discussions about that one. We're thinking maybe down on Busan beach. Beautiful beach. Oh my God. You wait till you see this beach and the skyscrapers and the tram. There's a tram down there and everything going on. It is, oh my God, like, forget about going to the Gold Coast. Forget about going, I don't know, wherever. Like, seriously, oh my God. If you've never thought about going to Korea, I promise you, when I show you Korea, you will want to go there. Even if you go to Japan, like Russell, Mad Hatter, etc., when I show you Busan, you are going to want to go there. Oh my God, it is stunning. What kind of camera? It's a DJI Action 5. So I've had a lot of cameras in my time. I've had Sony cameras and DJI Pocket 3 and all that sort of stuff. But all the other cameras I've had, they're not very good for traveling. I've had the Action camera before, an earlier version, and it was fantastic, and I got rid of it to upgrade. It was really stupid. I shouldn't have, because the Action camera from DJI is just the best of the best. So I got the Action 5 for this trip. I knew I needed a special camera for Korea. That's why I got this. I knew I had to have a special camera when I met up with Victor, and this is it. Yeah, I guess Mum is. Yeah. I guess she is. I don't know what goes on in Mum's head. Mum, for some reason, thought that I had gone into the hospital, and then they did the operation, and like 20 minutes later, I was at home. But, you know, that's what happens, I guess, when you're in your 80s. You know, I don't know. What can I say? My sister and that, we are all just amazed that you can have major brain surgery now and be home the next day. And again, it's all done through the arm. It's just, I know I didn't show you properly before, but let me see. See that hole? I know it's out of focus, but where's that hole? See that hole? That's the hole that they went to my brain through, and took everything up there with it, like all the little things I needed to. Went through there. It's just amazing, isn't it? And thinking how many blood vessels and veins and arteries come off that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just astonishing, absolutely astonishing. And seriously, if you want to read up about Nizwa and learn about them, check out the website, because it's just. Like I was explaining it before. When I was little, I went into hospital with the croup, which is basically like a cough. And they used to put you in a humidity tent. And I'd be in hospital for 1 or 2 weeks, you know, and it was a horrible example. I was in hospital for like forever, and they're doing brain surgery now through a frigging hole in your arm, and you're home the next day. Like, what the? It blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind. Science is the most wonderful thing. Well, your brain is smaller to work on, true. Yeah, I was asleep. Yeah, of course. So it could have been under 20 minutes. I believe, because I did ask how long it was going to take. They said it can be anywhere from like an hour to like 5 hours, depending on how easy or complicated it was. So I don't know the exact time. All I know was apparently mine was, according to my paperwork, really uneventful. So I'm assuming it was pretty quick and pretty pain-free. I know I have pretty good veins. However, in saying that, because I've been in hospital a few times over the past weeks, they couldn't find a vein for the cannula in this arm. So they had, which is very unusual for me. So I don't know, but generally I have pretty good veins, so yeah. But we lived. That's the main thing. I've just had a message come in, so I'll check. Anything you want to say, feel free. It can be about anything. It doesn't have to be about my health. It can be about you. It can be about the travel. It can be about career. It can be about anything at all. It can be about shopping. Went shopping today. Bought things I probably didn't need to, but I forgot milk. Oh my God, I've done that before. I did that before I went into hospital. I went shopping. I bought everything I needed except coffee. The most important thing, and I forgot. Would you believe it? Oh my God. But anyway, I ended up getting coffee. How many of you do that? Like literally, you have one thing you know you need to get, right? That's what you've gone to the shop for. I'm going to the shop because I need this one thing. You go to the shop and that's the one thing you never get. Oh my God. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All the time. All the time. You go shopping. Wait, milk almost costs $50 these days. No, I understand. I have to really batten down the hatches in my spending, I tell you, which I really do. But you know. But in saying that, because you know I talked to Sapporo Jay, and we both have two very different thoughts about money. I don't know. I've never been the one to save, because at the end of the day, if you save and you die tomorrow, what's the point? Do you know what I mean? Like, enjoy it today, because you know, as long as your bills are paid, enjoy it today, because there may not be tomorrow. If it brings you joy and it brings you happiness, then just do it. And speaking of that, in case people are wondering, I think it's age catching up with me. No, it happens to the best of us. So the airfare, I didn't want to say it before how I got the airfare, because then it would have revealed that I was going away. But of course it is from the West Coast only, from Perth. But flying Scoot from Perth to Singapore was $120. I think it is. From Perth to Singapore, I think it's something like $120. And then from Singapore to Osaka with Peach is $99. So that's what it is. But I'm not flying there. I'm flying to Korea. I never get more than $20 worth of things. You forget your camera, so you use your phone. One of the good things, as I say, Sam, about this camera is, which is a bonus, if I can find it. Oh my God, how do I find it? There we go. This has internal storage in it. So I don't need an SD card, which is a good thing. So the whole video you saw of me at the hospital, I didn't need an SD card. It was built-in memory, which is a fantastic thing. Which is a brilliant thing, he says. Absolutely brilliant. Yes. Good thing. Tonight, I think I'm going old school. I think I'm going for one of my favourite meals of all time. Yes, some of you might like, I don't know, caviar and I don't know, whatever. Do you know, if I had to select my final meal, I would select sausage, baked beans, and mashed potatoes. They got to be English baked beans, though. Sausage, baked beans, and mashed potatoes. The internal storage, of course, you can put a memory card up to 1 terabyte in this, up to 1 terabyte. But the internal storage is 40. Oh my God, how much is it? My eyes are so bad. 43 gigs. 43 gigabytes internal storage and 1 terabyte SD card. Pizza. Roderick is here. Hello, Roderick. Ribs of a person. Yes, his final meal would be ribs, as they shot him from eating, cannibalizing a person. It's 64 gigs. No, it isn't. It's 70-something. 73 gigs. Alyssa! Thank you. Long time no see. Happy rebirthday. Thank you very much. It is like that. It's like I've been reborn. Oh, is your phone right? I see. Hamburger with the lot would be your final meal. Would that have beetroot on it? I think you need to have beetroot on a burger. Chicken parma for mine. Oh, before I went to hospital, I had chicken parma. Made it myself. The best. Had a chicken parma at the pub down here. Australia is very famous for chicken parmas. The pub down here charged like $40 or something for a chicken parma. It was crap. It should be a jailable offence if you have a bad chicken parma. I love a good chicken parma. Here's a question for you. Okay, so with the burger with the lot, do you have beetroot on it? With the chicken parma, do you have pineapple on it? There we go. Today's your birthday. You're 59. Dude, you don't look a day over 70. Happy... Everybody, all together now. Happy birthday to Roderick. Happy birthday to Roderick. Happy birthday to Roderick. Happy birthday to Roderick. All together. Hip hip. Hip hip. I can't hear you. Hip hip. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. I can't jump out of the cake. I will rip my artery to death on camera, which could get us viral views. Happy birthday, Roderick. I hope you and Pup have a great day. What are you going to do in Japan or Singapore or something? Couldn't be Macca's in Australia, because Macca's in Australia is crap. Hamburger with bacon, of course. Pineapple. What is the ideal burger topping, everybody? What would you have on your ideal burger? Palm, we try, and it can be a hit and miss. Yeah, no, exactly. If it's tin pineapple, it's a miss. It's a miss if it's tin pineapple. Can't seem to die, so stubborn. Thanks very much. Home alone. G'day, David. Yes, I am home now. I am home already. Indigo died. Likes a beetroot. He likes to beat because he thinks that's a root. But anyway, Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its. Isn't Cheez-Its a crisp? No egg on a burger. No, absolutely not. No, that's disgraceful. Okay, here's a question for you. So, okay, I'm going to make a burger. I want to know the topping. Now, remember, I'm going to North Korea. I'm going to meet Kim Jong-un. Okay, this is happening in July. What burger am I going to give to Kim Jong-un as a peace offering, a friendship thing from Australia? What ingredients would you put on that burger? The best burger on the planet. What would you give him? Whatever is in the burger with the lot. Well, that's beetroot. That's pineapple. That's bacon. That's tomato. That's ground beef. That's onion. Yes, it's crisps. Do you know if you... what do you do with them, Roderick? I saw a recipe, the Cheez-Its. What did they do with the Cheez-Its? They ground them up and they did something with them. I'll get back to you on that. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's. I think all the burgers in Australia are crap. Remember when you used to go to the fish and chip shop and get a really, really good burger at a fish and chip shop? You can't get them now. And remember when they used to toast the buns? They don't do that now either. Egg. No, you said that twice now, egg. And egg is not going on my burger to Kim Jong-un. That is not happening. Egg should not be on a burger at all. Eggs come out of chicken's bums. Jalapenos. Jalapenos. I don't know how I'd go with that. That would give me a ring stinger. Yeah, don't know about that one. Oh. Yeah, jalapenos. That's a bit... I don't know. Actually, I could go for a burger with jalapenos if I also had nacho chips on it. Is that a bit weird? I don't think so. I could do that. A burger with nacho chips, jalapenos, and a salsa. And like a taco cheese. That would be nice. We could go with that. Bacon, special sauce, cheddar cheese, spinach. That's an interesting one. 2 all beef patties, special sauce, cheddar cheese, pickle sandwich on a sesame seed bun is a McDonald's one. Portobello bacon, American cheese, of course. American cheese it has to be, yes. Lettuce, tomato, pickles, onions with a drop of barbecue sauce. You know, people say I make the best Big Mac on the planet. So if you've never had one of my Big Macs, if ever we do meet, there is a trick. There is a trick to it. And apparently my burgers are... There is a trick. The trick is water. You need water. Without water, your burgers are... You need water. That's a trick. You can't believe tomatoes are $13 a kilo. Whoa, that's really? Lobster on a burger. Alyssa, you go to the naughty corner right now, girl. You go sit in that naughty corner. Celebrate with a sushi platter. No. I am not taking Mr. Un a sushi platter. That is not going to happen. I want just a nice little burger for him. There you go. Gift from Australia. Vegemite. Can we put Vegemite on a burger for him? And if you would like to see, of course, our trip to North Korea, South Korea, Japan, Singapore, and wherever else we might rock up, then do check out NipponPulse.org. That would be greatly appreciated. If it's a pub stuffed up with a parma or burger, not much hope for the rest of the menu. No. Nachos on the top of it. A chicken parma with nachos on the top of it. Really? You're going to the wrong pub. Okay, the burger. Onion, cheese, aioli, sauce, halloumi. I'm getting into halloumi lately. I'm doing that. Do you know, I used to hate peas, and I never used to be able to eat cheese once it was like open. Like if it was open, I could eat it then, but I couldn't eat it like the next day type thing. Couldn't eat it. And then I was hit by a car. Go figure. And then I loved peas and cheese. Go figure. A chicken and parma burger. You know, I think the best burgers. Remember the old school fried chicken, lettuce, mayonnaise on the toasted bun? I think nothing beats that. It's Korean, so dog meat. Yes. Victor ate dog until he met Bella. Now he doesn't eat dog. But that's true. They do eat dog in Korea. They're in the process of banning it. Yeah, but tomatoes should not be that much though. They really shouldn't, especially as Coles and Woolworths freeze them all year round. There is nothing fresh out of Coles and Woolworths, may I say. Blaming the cold weather for it. That's what winter is. They make excuses for everything, don't they? But you got to think the tomatoes they're selling now, they harvested when it wasn't cold. A Red Rooster pack. That's a thought. Yes. So, actually, I feel like Red Rooster tonight. Thanks for doing that. As I can't drive to Red Rooster, I could Uber Eats it. I do like a chicken roll from Red Rooster with a pineapple fritter in it. That's a goer for me, I've got to say. Whenever I'm sick, and I'm not surgery, I'm not sick. Give me the flu, and I'm out of it. But when I'm sick, my go-to is a chicken roll from Red Rooster, and but what's in the box? That's an old saying, isn't it? You might have piles. When you're back to work, I can do everything that I did before now, straight away, as soon as they let me out of hospital, except I can't drive for a week. That's the only thing I can't do. So everything else I can. And I can theoretically drive as long as I don't do any emergency brakes. So back to work next week. That's it. But it's going to be a boring week. Woodfire pizza. Oh my God, Sam, there is no decent woodfire pizzas in Perth. If Melbourne has one decent thing, it's woodfire pizzas. Oh my God. In Malvern is the place for woodfire pizzas, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, sensational. Woodfire pizzas in Melbourne can be hit and miss. You got to find the right place. But if you find the right woodfire pizza in Melbourne, it is extraordinary. You reckon Kim would go a few Red Rooster rolls? Okay, that's 2 votes for Red Rooster rolls. I'll take Kim over a couple of Red Rooster rolls. Okay. You'd donate to celebrate your surgery if you eat the Red Rooster rolls on the stream. I have no way of getting the Red Rooster rolls here though while I'm on the stream. This is the problem. But you are free to donate, though. Ladies and gentlemen, the YouTube, the PayPal is here, ladies and gentlemen, below, or you can scan the QR code here. You can do that. Coffee, greatly appreciated, or Red Rooster rolls are greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. I would like to have been, I don't know. No, I wouldn't have, but, you know, it's a lot easier to get you to buy me a coffee if I was still in the hospital bed. How dare they do brain surgery on me and release me the next day? I mean, like, what's going on with this world? Anyway, but please, again, I've come on because we are going to be doing this trip, and it's going to be fantastic, and it's going to be on the website. So please, if you haven't been to the website yet, please go to the website. Tell all your friends about it. Go to the website, and there's a story on there now that I posted on there today about NISWA. They're the ones that operated on my head. If you are so angry that this mob did a great job on my aneurysm, and I am here today talking to you, if you are bitter about it, that they are so fantastic, go read the story. That's all you can do. No delivery of milk. No, that was a weird situation, I tell you. Don't deliver to Australia Post. No. Got good media coverage over here, though. Really good media coverage. That was weird as. If you don't know, I was held hostage for delivering milk to Australia Post because they thought I was a terrorist. Like, what the? What? The doctor said, don't let your blood pressure get high because your aneurysm can explode, and I get held hostage. Like, hello? Oh my God. And then the police got involved, and it just like off the Richter scale. It was crazy. It was crazy. And then solicitors are like, you know, you can sue them, and it was just crazy. It was so unbelievable. Over milk. 3 2-litre bottles of milk I was delivering. And they ordered it. I wasn't just randomly delivering the milk. They ordered the milk. They paid for the milk. I was just picking it up and delivering the bloody thing. Unbelievable. The Red Rooster honey thing is so good. I tried that. That's a crispy one, yeah? It's good. Yeah. Uber Eats. Yeah, I might get Uber Eats. Can PayPal deliver burgers? Yes, no, PayPal can't deliver burgers, but PayPal can pay for delivery of the burgers, which is a wonderful thing. Maybe they want it. No, they want a normal milk. But apparently the person that ordered the milk didn't tell anybody that they ordered the milk. I don't know. I don't know what was going on. Nevertheless, if somebody's going with milk... But I gave them the milk. I said to the guy, look, just take it. You can have the milk. Do with it whatever you want. Because there's videos. It was filmed, right? I have cameras in the car. So it's like there was nothing hidden. It was like, okay, you have the milk. Take it. Steal it. Right? I'll go. Just have some free milk. And he's like, you're not going anywhere. It's like, what do you mean I'm not going anywhere? You've got the milk. I'm going. How come did you go inside the building? No, I was in my car. On the road. I was on the road. I was on the road. In my car. Mr. Terry Riss. Who's Mr. Terry Riss? Don't cry over spilled milk. Create your Uber Eats cart now and show everybody your to-be order. Huh. I don't understand that. What did you say? What do I do? I've got to do Uber Eats. Uber. Hang on, I've got to download Uber Eats because I've only got Uber Driver. Let me do this. I have a nothing phone and everything's black and white, so I have to figure out where things are. There we go. Uber Eats. Do you reckon Kim and I will be good mates when I go visit him? There's DoorDash. Uber Eats. Why is Uber Eats green? Shouldn't Uber Eats be It's integrated. Is it? What, do I just open my normal Uber app, do I? No, that's for driver. Anyway, Okay, let's see what's going on here. What's this? Oh, okay. I look like Kim. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so. Oh, this is so confusing. Technology. Oh, it's downloading. It's downloading very slow. Okay, we're downloading. You need to dye your hair black. Yes, I do. I usually dye my hair, and I will dye it black. And then, yeah. I can buy North Korean currency, by the way, if anybody's looking for North Korean currency. And what is, here's a quiz for you. What is one thing you are not allowed to do with North Korean money? Does anybody know? My offer is still valid until I lose the internet and close the stream. I'm downloading it, dude. I can't do any quicker. Spend it. No, you can spend it. You can spend North Korean money. Why is my internet so slow? Anyone else? Anyone else want to guess while we're trying to download Uber Eats at the same time? Have you got PayPal linked to your Uber Eats? No. Am I supposed to? Can I do that? Can I have you got your PayPal linked to Uber Eats? No. Okay. We can do this. I bought you your roll. Did you? Take it out of the country. No, you can take the money out of the country. The submarine documentary on Netflix on the 11th of June. Oh, the Titan sub. We know what happened to the Titan. It imploded. You can't use it to snort drugs. Oh, you can. None of you are guessing this. Do you give up? I'll give you one more minute because this is almost downloaded. If you can guess one thing, you can actually go to jail if you do this with North Korean money. Okay, we've got the Uber Eats thing going on here. Enable notifications. Allow access. Allow when using the app. Okay, do I have to connect my PayPal? Wallet. Vouchers. Add funds. Gift card. How do I add my PayPal? Uber. Withdraw. Balance. Spend. Deposit in foreign country. Try taking flowers. Zipping bag. Which? Oh, the Indian guy. Yeah, I don't know. Add a payment method. Oh, I see. PayPal. Okay, the thing you can't do with North Korean money is fold it, because you can go to jail. If you fold it, you fold the divine leader's face, and that's illegal, and you can go to jail. It's adding payment. I hope they better have Red Rooster on this. Oh, the internet is so slow. PayPal, here we go. Add. Adding. Oh, I always fold my notes as well, but yeah. So North Korean notes, you'll never see a fold in them. And apparently they're very expensive to buy, so, you know. Okay, your PayPal has been added. Okay, so here we go. Red Rooster. Let's have a look. Red Rooster. Oh, I wrote Ted Rooster. You can do it on the website. I can't do it on the website because I've got the thing going on here. Red Rooster. We want the chicken roll. Not the Ripper roll, we want the chicken roll. Here we go. The chicken roll, Rooster. Oh my god, it's so expensive, isn't it? We want it in the combo. Buffalo Crunch. No, we don't want that. We want the... Where's the combos? Share. Roast, snacks, sides, desserts, drinks. Share. Burger pack, burger bundle, rooster feed. No, this is not right. This is ridiculous. Oh, here we go. Box. Box. Here we go. Box meals. Here we go. Box. Rooster. Here we go. Rooster box. Here we go. Oh my god, that's very expensive. How do you put your pocket if you can't find it? I don't know. What makes and model is your new car? That's a good question, Ivan. I don't know. It's a yeah. I'll find out for you. Your drink of choice should be Pepsi. Check your PayPal. Good to see that your head tilts. Your head tilt's not gone. Add to basket. Okay. I don't want chicken. I just want a rooster roll. Add to basket. Oh, I've got to pick a piece of chicken. Do I want... it says I've got to pick a piece of chicken. Do I want one piece of fried chicken? Hot honey fried chicken? Buffalo chicken, or which way? The honey chicken you said, didn't you? The honey chicken. Do I want mash and gravy or regular chips? Regular gravy. I want chips. What gives me the offer of chips twice? I don't want chips twice. Regular gravy. Small chips. What did Sam say? A Pepsi. Pepsi. This? Add sides. I don't want sides. I don't want that. Add to basket. What cut does PayPal take from the QR code? I've got no idea. I've never used the QR code before. I just thought I'd plan it there. Can't say North Korea is on my must-visit list. To be fair, I'm only going to the DMZ. That's the only place I'm going. And I need a pineapple fritter. Pineapple. There we go. One piece pineapple fritter, because you can't have the rooster roll without the pineapple fritter. Add $4.50 for a pineapple fritter. Like, what the Here we go. Do I want to save $6.04 with this order with the Uber One? I don't want Uber One, do I? What's Uber One? No. No thanks. $4.90. Rooster roll. Place order. Via PayPal. Placing order. Looks good. Good. Where is it? Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, well, I'll never use Uber again. There we go. One order received. Oh, can you see that? Preparing your order. There we go. Meet at my door. That's what it says. Oh, hang on. That's me mum. Hello, I'm on YouTube. How are you? I'm on YouTube. Yeah, all right. Bye. All right, so I've ordered from Red Rooster. There we go. Hopefully it'll be here before I end anyway. Uber One membership costs $9.99. Ripper Roll, my secret pleasure, have one at least once a week for lunch at Southern Cross. What's the total? Oh my god, I don't know. It was really expensive. What was the total? How do you know what the total is? How do I know what the total is? It was 20 something. How do I find this? How do I find this? Ah! Oh! No way! $35.74 for a meal at Red Rooster. I don't expect people to give me $35.74, but that's what they charge. Oh my god, that's so expensive. Oh my god, that's expensive. That's ridiculous. Lifts or smaller. That's ridiculous. How do people get this all the time? Like when I deliver Uber, people deliver this all the time. Like the same people, get Uber like day in day out all the time. That's ridiculous. Anyway, I don't expect that much. I told you I pay for your dinner. That's ridiculously expensive for a chicken roll. Oh my god. And I'll have to edit the video later. The cost of living nowadays, that's ridiculous. It's always been, Ivan, my office is only down the road. Thank you, Philip. Thank you very much. Thank you, Russell. Oh, Russell? Dude. Thank you. Thank you, people, for my dinner. I feel very special having a chicken roll. I usually only have a chicken roll when I'm sick, and I'm not sick anymore. So thank you very much. I've got to keep the app open now, don't I, to see where it is. It's most probably going to be like forever. Did you order a whole chicken? No, I just ordered a chicken roll combo with a pineapple fritter, because that's what you got to do. Yes, thank you, Rimuru, Indigo. Thank you very much. Very kind. Very kind of you all for shouting me a meal. Very good. I can't wait. To tell you the truth, I can't wait. He says. I have felt very nauseous after my operation. So I haven't really known what I felt like, to tell you the truth. So that will be quite nice. Take me home, country roads. Do you know why they play the music, Sam? That's to keep the people away, the annoying people away, so that the troublemakers. He says. Do I have to give them my code? Do I? Okay. Gotta pretend to be Uncle Kim when eating the roll. I got a problem. I don't know if you realise this. They do recommend that you don't post anything about Uncle Kim before you go visit Uncle Kim. So, you know, I'm pretty sure I'll be okay at this stage. I don't know. I thought I might have been crossing the line a bit. I don't know if you noticed the picture of North Korea. Did anybody notice the picture of North Korea that I put in the video? Did anybody notice? Of Kim and myself? Did anybody notice that? Or was it that quick that you never noticed? So I do have to be a little bit careful, but, you know. He says. Uber takes a share. Everybody takes their share. But the thing is, like, I've had people order, like, for example, like a cup of coffee. And when you add all these fees and charges and everything onto it, you sort of go, everybody's whinging about cost of living crisis, and they can afford a $30 cup of coffee every day. Not as a once-off. It's the same people you're going back to every day. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, don't know. I just downloaded this. I mean, I never buy from these online delivery apps. I'm more likely to go to Costco and buy a pizza. Like, I could have got a pizza at Costco for $15. Have you seen the size of the pizza at Costco? Does you 2 or 3 meals. Yeah, getcha. Gotcha, David, gotcha. But, I mean, there's other options in Melbourne, though, isn't there, for delivery? Yeah, I know. It's crazy. So, it actually annoys me in some ways that I now know, because, like, I know how much delivery drivers get to deliver it. They get bugger all. So, somebody's making some serious money out of this. And like a chicken roll, like a ripper roll is completely different, because a ripper roll is made somewhat fresh and it has more in it. A chicken roll is a leftover chicken. Alyssa is back. Yes, she is. Everybody's back. Ton. Who remembers Ton? Or Tony? Ton. He's back. Does anybody remember him? Oh my God. Yeah, $5 pizza in Japan. They're common. $5 ramen in Japan is common. What did you eat in Japan, Rimaru, Indigo, died, that you hadn't had for years? It was really cheap. What did you buy over there? I dare say, knowing him, he went over there with a billion suitcases and brought back so much anime stuff, I'm guessing. Yeah. We'll lick her fingers and snack while making chicken rolls. To be fair, I would as well if I worked there. But I haven't worked there, so I didn't do it, okay? But yeah, to be fair, I do like chicken salt. I picture most fast food places aren't very hygienic. When you go to McDonald's and you see them in Australia, not overseas, but when you see the meat festering in those trays, that's not good. That's not healthy. There'd be Legionellas and all stuff going in there, you know. Run! How are you, my friend? Long time no see. What you been up to? Everybody's coming out of the woodworks today. Fantastic. My new life, and you're all coming out of the woodworks. How you been, mates? What have you been up to? Fantastic. Everybody's just showing up. As I say, Ton showed up, and I haven't seen Ton on the channel for the originals on the channel. He showed up the other day, left some messages, because he never knew I was sick, and he was like, you know, hey, you okay? What's up? He's still driving tram, still doing his thing, so, you know. Yeah, the whole gang's getting back together. And don't forget, gang, if you don't know, we have a website now, NipponPulse.org, O-R-G, not com, org, and encouraging you all to go there, because all of our Korean trip is going to be on the website, not on YouTube. So go over there, please. We'd like to see you over there. How long does this take to deliver? Not too bad. Just been working. That's about all. So you're rich. What are you doing for work these days? Second life. You know, it feels like a second life. It really does. Like I've had, and I said this before, Conker has my food. He's arrived. He's 6 minutes away. I've had like cancers and stuff and that before. But they've never worried me, and I've never felt like I was getting a new life, because these were things that couldn't take you overnight, that you sort of like go, okay, yeah, no worries. I caught them early, and they're going to work on them, and you know what I mean? They're going to like get rid of them, and no worries. And, you know, life continued as per normal. With the aneurysm, you can die like that. And I saw my dad drop dead in front of me. So I've seen somebody die, right? And when you see it on the movies and they go like this and this, and that's not the case. You die like that. That's how you die. And it was the first time with the aneurysm that I thought, wow, I can die like that. So it was the first time I was actually scared. It was the first time I actually cried. It was the most scariest of things. So it is. It is like a new life. My head feels very different. It feels very light. Very, very light. In fact, whatever I was in there for the past God knows how many years, it's not there anymore. And it's just amazing. Still working at Luna Park. Nice. Never got to go to Luna Park to see you there. Well, the aneurysm can give you a stroke. It can give you a stroke or it can kill you. They're the two things it can do. My brain aneurysm was so big, they said if it was to leak and give you a stroke, you would die from it. They said you would not have a stroke. They sucked my brain out. It feels like it. Well, basically, my aneurysm was on the inside of my brain, and it was so big, it was pushing my brain. It was pushing out, so I could feel my whole brain. That was the thing. I could feel the whole shape of my brain because it was being pushed out with it by pressure. So that pressure's gone. So even though the aneurysm's still there, there's no more pressure going in. It's slowly draining itself. So it's weird. It's a weird sensation. Everything feels very strange, I've got to say. All of you, to go get a scan. Next time you go to the doctor for your flu, you don't have to rush out there and do it tomorrow. But, next time you go for a flu or, you're having a sickie and you're getting a sick note or something, just get a scan. It's going to cost you nothing if you're Australian, Zip your Medicare card, it'll all be covered, and and then you don't have to worry. And again, not just for the aneurysm killing you, it can give you a stroke. Strokes are very big, especially in Australia, so get checked. And you can be young. You can be like Indigo died. You can be young. You can be old. You can be any age to have a stroke or have an aneurysm, so get it all checked. This guy is heading my way. Food. And I'll get Bella's food at the same time. Is it safe for you to fly after your brain surgery? Don't you have to wait for a certain time? I do have to wait for a certain time. I had to wait until yesterday. That was the time. Yes. Until the doctor came in yesterday and said I can leave the hospital. And my 3 questions to him was, can I now jump on a plane? He said, yes. As soon as you picked up your medication. Can I drink alcohol? Yes. As soon as you pick up your medication, which I can't drink alcohol because of the other medical condition. And I've forgotten what the third one is. But yeah, no, because they don't operate in your skull now, because they operate through your arm, it has no impact. When they used to operate in your skull, yeah, you weren't allowed to go on a plane. So that's a difference. That's why they operate through your arm now. You can go back to normal life straight away, apart from driving for 1 week. That's the only difference. Because when they operate through your skull, it lets the oxygen in to your skull. That's what the problem was. So yeah, I can jump on a plane straight away. I said I died on the operating table. He's going to arrive by 5:53. So he's going to arrive within 2 minutes, apparently. How do I see where he is? Oh, there he is. Oh, he's coming down the road now. Okay, so if you didn't see the video... And even if you did, I'm sorry, make yourself a drink. I'm going to put the video on again. Goes for about 15 minutes. That'll allow me to get the food and get Bella and get back again. And then we're going to come back and we're going to eat the Red Rooster that you people bought me via this PayPal link. And I really do thank you because it's very kind of you. You didn't have to do it. So I will be back soon with some Red Rooster.
Good morning, Bella. Good morning. It is the 4th of June, 2025, and it's Operation Day. And it's 4:45 in the morning. Let's get ready and go to the hospital. This is my Bella. You know my Bella. You be good girl. I love you lots. Oh, I'm gonna miss my Bella. Yes, I am. You be good. Okay? I shall see you soon, and that's it for me. It's time to go meet my sister, who's taking me to the hospital, so let's go. Well, I didn't sleep very well at all last night. I'm not nervous at all. Well, I don't think I am. But I didn't sleep at all. My sister is picking me up. In fact, here is my sister right now. How's that for timing? Hello, my sister. There we go. And let's get to the hospital. She'll say, why are you on the camera at some stupid time in the morning? Good morning.
Morning, Joanne.
Oh, I didn't sleep, but yeah.
I can imagine.
Oh my god. There we go. Thank you very much.
Nice. Alright, take care.
See you on the see you on the dark side. I think I'm going in the ICU after the operation, so I don't know when I will message you, but I'll message you.
Alright.
Alright. See ya.
Okay, take care.
See ya. Alright. Let's do this. See you later. Thank you. Shell's Garden Day. Entrance. This is ours. We need to find our letter. Okay, we're in the waiting room now. It looks like they're going to triage us before they take us up to the ward. So we'll come back later. We will come back later with Red Rooster. There we go. Another QR code, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know about Red Rooster. I think Red Rooster is an Australian only thing. I don't know. Thank you to Russell in Indigo Dog and Ivan for my dinner. Thank you. Did you dream when they put you to sleep? No, but I always sleep really well, and I always feel really good. So, did you spend the night? You didn't spend the night before in the hospital? No. It's only in Australia. So here we go, Red Rooster. Or, as we call it, as you would expect for such a high price, ladies and gentlemen, they only give you a can of drink. They don't even give you a bottle. No, it's not a lot. It's just they give you a big bag, but it's not a lot. Trust me. So in the bag you get another bag, and can you see the rooster, which is 2 R's, Red Rooster. And then in the bag, which is in the bag, you get the pineapple fritter, which you must have. Pack it up for tomorrow. Where are you going tomorrow, Ben? And then as we take the bag, it's like one of those dolls that get smaller and smaller as you slowly open them. So this was, how much was this? We get a little gravy. A little chips. And 1 piece of chicken, which is in there, which we will get later. Bella is hanging around for the chips. She wants her chips. She's going, dude, Dad, I want my chips. Anyway, let's get the chicken roll happening. The Pepsi is the drink, is the one, yes. You're stopping and starting again. I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be because I'm... Actually, you know what I'll do? I need to... No, I won't get a play. Wodonga playing soccer tomorrow before Sunday. Alright. I'm going to prepare it on the bench here. Let me see if I can put the camera down. I'll prepare it on the bench. It's lagging again. Mark Vane's impressive lagging.
I shouldn't be lagging. Oh my god. Anyway. So you got to break the chicken open. How bad am I lagging? Hopefully it'll come good in a minute. Got to shove it in there. Who's Mark Waynes? I don't know who Mark Waynes is. Okay, so look at that. That is... Who is Mark Waynes? That is my favourite meal. It's lagging a lot. Is it lagging a lot? I can't refresh it if it is. That's the problem. There's nothing I can do. The internet is crap. Alright. Hopefully it's inches. As we take the 8 inches into our mouth. Mm. Mm. Ah. Ah. Oh my god, so good. Oh my god. Mm. Oh my god. You would know. What you get, Bella, or are you going to chip? Bella's going to eat some of the chips. That's what she's going to have. Look at that. What do you think, everybody? Is that the best thing you've seen today, apart from my face? I hope I'm not lagging too much. I can't reset it. Hopefully it'll come good again. Oh. Yeah. Oh. It's even too big for mine. Dang, man. If I knew that Red Rooster, like I like Red Rooster generally, if I knew Red Rooster would taste this good after an operation, I'd have an operation every day of the week. Dang, that's fine. Woo! There is no hit and miss with that, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen. That is... I will pleasure you greatly when I see you again for this. That is sensational. Give her half. I can't because the mayonnaise in there has onion. You can't give dogs onion, that's a problem. But I can give her chips, so that's okay. I can give her chips. You would definitely eat more than me, Russell. I mean, to be fair, this is, as far as Red Rooster rolls go, they're usually pretty stingy. This is a pretty big one. Without the pineapple, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. You got to go for the pineapple. But how much was that for one piece of pineapple? $4 something. $4.50. That's ridiculous. Okay. I would give this, seriously, if it was before my operation, I would give this rooster roll maybe a 4. Yeah, $4.50 for a piece of pineapple. That's ridiculous, isn't it? In the morning. Sweet, yet slightly salty. This is, honestly, everybody, this is sensational. I thank you. Because I was going to have me sausages tonight. I do feel bad, though, eating away on camera. Bella is hovering for the chips. I haven't tried the chips yet. Let me try the chips. Lagging so bad now. Okay. What I might do is... Is it lagging bad for everybody? a good sleep, my friend, and I will talk to you soon. Hopefully you're not too fatigued from going to sleep so late. I am lagging bad. All right, what I might do then is I might end this stream, refresh the modem, and come back on a